Just got my coffee. We're about to rock and roll, baby. We're going undefeated today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Today's the day. I'm locked in, baby. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Beats by Ash, back at it again with another banger of a video or a stream if you were watching over on Twitch/YouTube before I post this on YouTube. But we're going to be taking down the Arena Open day number 2 today. This is a high stakes event, going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we go against some really good people, and hopefully we go undefeated so we win the $2,000. All right. I want an easy draft. I want a clean draft. I want to start Eldrazi. I want to end Eldrazi. None of this bunk-ass black shit. Don't push me into black, man. Don't push me into black. Unless I just get 4 Cranial Ram. Then I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm just kidding. I think black is just extremely underdrafted. I think what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to avoid Eldrazi like the plague, and we're going to end up in black. I feel like there's just like such a high amount of people who are just like, black's ass, black's ass. And then you just take like 3 Accursed Marauder and you have a Essence Reliquary and you just clap them. At least that's my experience. Make sure we're good to go here. All right, we should be good to go. All right, so this is the day 2 draft number 1. So in this event, you play all 4 best of 3 matches. And if you get 3 or 4 wins, you make it to the second draft, which is where you play for the money. So cool stuff. Let's go ahead and hop into it. And let's open a pack 1, pick 1 Chrysalis, because this is the Writhing Chrysalis sweepstakes, isn't it? Bro, but they don't know about my drafting skills. I'm about to pop off here, boys. They talk about my ability to start off with Writhing Chrysalis. Trust. I'm literally set. I've got the coffee. I've got the top G mug. Hand given to me by Andrew Tate. Only G's possess this mug, you know? I think in this one, I don't think you play against people in the same pod. I think you do in the second one, though. I've got enough people here. Let's go ahead and pop off. All right, somebody's not readying up. What's happening here, buddy? All right, we're going in. Let's go. I believe. All right, welcome to the Arena Open, day number 2, draft number 1. And we have a heater of a pack. So there's a Detective's Phoenix. There's also a Writhing Chrysalis. Let me go ahead and take a picture of this pack so I remember what's in it. There's also a Marionette Apprentice. I mean, there isn't really any green cards in this pack. So the likelihood of someone following me taking this Writhing Chrysalis is relatively low, which is a very good sign. Yeah, I think Writhing Chrysalis is just enough better than Detective's Phoenix here, to be honest. That's probably just going to be the pick. What could I get back out of this pack? I could potentially get a Hope Interquaddle or a Serum Visionary. Those are both very possible. This is going to be gone for sure. All right, pick number 2. The thing about these play boosters is you don't really know what's open and available until like 3 or 4 picks in, maybe 5, because you never know if there's just one color that wasn't present in the pack. So we could follow up this Writhing Chrysalis with a Horrific Assault. If I wanted to order these in most powerful to least powerful, I think I would have to go Horrific Assault, Essence Reliquary, Area Auxiliary, and then maybe Terramander. A lot of good black stuff, but I think you would have to do a decent amount to like push me off starting with this Chrysalis. It could be possible that we end up being a Jund deck. I could be very interested in that. Hopefully we wheel this Naya Landscape. Maybe this Gift of the Viper. I'd be down for either of those. Okay. This is not looking great here. There's an It that heralds the end, which would be decent. There's also a red-blue land. Sink it to Stupor. This is honestly a relatively low power level pack to me. It's either this Sink into Stupor or this red-blue land. To be honest, I would rather have a green land. I think you want most of your fetch lands to be in the primary color that you're playing here. It that the Herald's End is good, but it's kind of dependent on how many fetches you end up with. I think I'm going to take Sink and Stupor. Typically, you're going to be green-blue in these decks. Okay, well, there's a Fanged Flames. There's also a Hydraulic Specimen and a Reiterating Bolt. I think I might just take Warp Tusker here. I do really like Fang Flames, but I want to make sure I have enough like big drops. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Warp Tusker here. It's also just a green card. Like, I'm okay playing this if I have to play black and I get cut out of blue. Okay, there is Hydraulic Specimen. I'm very open with that. There's also a Cursed Wombat, which is fine. I think I'm going to take this. I think I'm going to take this Bant land here. I think that's pretty safe. There's been a lot of white. Faithful Watchdog is a signal. I could be green, white, splashing red. Okay. Pretty mediocre pack. Expanding Ooze is okay. It's not really a reason. There are good black cards in this pack, but they aren't really a signal for me to be going into black. I think I'm just going to take the Landscape here. Green-blue Landscape, red-blue Landscape. Typically, I don't really like to prioritize these that highly, but this is like a draft where there's a higher quality of players in it on average, which means you probably do want to be prioritizing these a little bit more. Red, white, black land. Siege Smash, Smelted Charge Bug. Huh. I don't know which one of these would be better, to be honest. I mean, this is a card I typically end up playing, but these goes pretty late. If I end up being base red-green, I guess I could play this. Pick 8, Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, I like that. That's a pretty good sign. Okay, on the wheel, what is gone from this pack? Hope and Requaddle, Messenger, Detectives Phoenix. I think I'm going to take the Fangs of Colonia here. This is a card that I don't mind playing. I think that the overload ability is pretty relevant. We're probably going to end up being red, blue, green, because that's typically what ends up happening in these like high quality player drafts, just because there's like so many good people in it. Okay, I could take this Gift to the Viper. Gift to the Viper's fine. I do really wish I was in a position to play that Essence Reliquary, but I don't think like I'm really in the seat for that. Tempest Harvester isn't great. It's probably more likely we play Tempest Harvester over Charge Bug. Three unplayables. I'm going to take this just got red. Draws Claw, pick, scene, pick. All right, pack number 2 here. What do we got going on? Echoes of Eternity. Not really what I'm too interested in. There is a Bountiful Landscape. This pack doesn't really have a lot for us. This is a very low power level pack, to be honest. I would like to say that I could wheel this Serum Visionary, but that's just unrealistic because this is a very low power level pack. I'm going to take the Horrific Assault. I think it's just the best card in this pack, and it's just the best card for our deck. Plus, we already have 2 Landscapes and a MDFC, so I'm not really losing a lot by leaving this Bountiful Landscape on the table. But I don't think we're going to get anything on the wheel here. Maybe we'll get this Thriving Skyclaw, which is a card that I'd be willing to play if we're low on playables. Overall, just a very low power level pack. Okay, this pack is also very low power level. Yeah, that really sucks. I guess I'm going to take a Nyxborn Hydra here. Stay green, cut the green. Yeah, I don't really know that I'm going to get anything out of this pack. I mean, there is a chance that we're just red-green and I just get this Charge Bug back. That's so sad. These 2 Branching Evolutions in the same pack. Okay, do we want another Hydra? Probably. Or do we want a Pyro Surfer? I just feel like we're probably going to end up in a position where we don't want to be, like, we're probably not going to be able to play 2 colors. I just don't think that's realistic. It feels bad wasting a pick 3 on this. I think you could make a case for the Pyro Surfer for sure, but I don't think our deck is really aggressively slanted enough to be doing that. And I think this is just a good card to have because it enables us a way to end the game. All right, well, we really need some good early game cards. Maybe like a Malevolent Rumble. Maybe like an Eldrazi Repurposer. Okay. This isn't that great, I'll be honest. Wow, this is a really... It just feels like this is a really low power level set of packs in this draft thus far. I guess I'm going to take this Revitalizing Repast. Maybe I clung too fast to this Chrysalis, but we'll have to see. Okay, well, there's a Petrifying Meddler. That's one I'm definitely willing to play. My land support is playing blue. Our deck suffers in the early game, but we have decent late game potential. Invert Polarity. Gift to the Viper number 2. I'm probably playing this. Probably going to be base blue-green, splashing red. So this is probably better for us. Very interesting draft so far. Hopefully we can get like maybe like a Snapping Void Craw. Some low-costed card here. This is not good. Very low on creatures here. Very low on early game. I don't think I'm ever playing that. I guess I'm just taking another Gift to the Viper. Drownyard Lurker versus Unfathomable Truths. I'm probably taking the Unfathomable Troops. Okay, we might actually have to play this Echoes of Eternity. Not terrible. Oh, hey, well, you look at that. I might be forced to play this because we're just low on playables. Very low on creatures here. I feel like we got more green in pack 1, though, so that's probably a good sign. Null Blast is probably decent. All right, pack number 3. Please give us another Chrysalis. No Chrysalis in sight. Wow, this is such a terrible pack, too. Wow, we're opening really bad packs here. Land isn't for us. I can't tell if I'm base blue or base red. I'm probably just taking this because I have low amount of creatures and low early game. Which is very sad. Maybe the Skull will come back. Part of me thinks that I should have been black in this draft, but I didn't really have a good black start. Okay, well there's a Dryad. There's also a Signature Slam. I think with our low density of creatures, I think I just have to take this Dryad. I do really like Signature Slam. But this fixes our mana. I already have 2 Horrific Assaults, so it's not terrible taking this. Okay, there's a Drowner of Truths. I do really like Glimpse the Impossible, but I think this is just better for what our deck needs right now. It also fixes our mana, which we're going to be forced to play 3 colors here. Breaker of Creations. That's a really good card. There's also a Worn Power Stone. Man, I really want the Breaker here. But I think I have to go Worn Power Stone. Nah, fuck it. I'm going with the breaker. Into a Fanged Flames. Okay, that's nice. It gives us a little bit more early game. I already have 2 Hydra. Pick 6 Signature Slam. Oh my gosh, that is such a good signal that we are doing the right thing here. Into a Glimpse the Impossible. That is great. Oh my gosh, that's so great. All right, well, this draft got a decent amount about better. Okay. I mean, since we already have the breaker, I think I can just take this. I do like Eldrazi Ravager. 10 creatures. Yeah, I think Collective Resistance is enough better. Siege Smash. Probably goes into our deck here. I'll take this for the side deck. That's a good side deck card. We didn't end up with that many lands, but we do have a green-blue MDFC, which makes it slightly better. Well, this is probably just going to be our deck. Not the greatest, but I don't think it's terrible. If we could get like a blue card that I could replace, I might actually play this. Yeah, I might play that. I'm not playing that for sure. Okay, not the best draft. If we would have had slightly more fixing, I would say this is like a very good draft, but we'll just have to see what happens. I'm just really worried about the mana base here. We have a decent amount of removal. Yeah, I don't think this is a great draft. I think it's very possible. Okay. Am I ever playing this? Probably not, because I don't have the colorless symbols to facilitate it. Glimpse the Impossible is definitely going to help us out here. Pretty decent ramp deck. Alright, so if I cut this, 10 creatures is pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that's pretty bad. Honestly, I can't really say that I should have been in a different lane because I don't feel like there was that many powerful cards overall. Like, yes, there were some, like, decent black cards, but none of the premium black cards that make you want to go into black. I thought I ended up with 2 Jeskai lands. Okay. Nine green. One, two, three, four, 5 blue. That's 8 blue. Could I be primary red splashing blue? Probably not. Yeah, this is not a great draft. Hmm. I wish I would have had at least one more landscape, but we weren't really offered one. And if I would have taken a landscape, we wouldn't even have enough playables. Like, we just barely make playables regardless. That's 9 blue, 9 green. Five blue. 5 red. So we'll have 7 blue. 5 red for 5 red cards. Am I ever just going down to 8 green sources? That seems pretty bad. I don't know that I want to do that. What if I just cut Idol of the False Gods and just play another land? I kind of like that better. That's like my first time ever like not using an MDFC as like a 1-to-1 ratio. But I feel like it's kind of necessary. Yeah, there's nothing here I really also just want to play. Skater's Dream Deck, nice ramp. I feel like our ramp's not great at all. I have a Snapping Void Crawl, 2 Glimpse the Impossible, and a Nightshade Dryad. I also have this Fangs of Colonia, which is really like only going to be used for the the 6-mana ability. The fact we only have 10 creatures is fucked. I'm trying to think if there's anything I could have done differently. I feel like there isn't. I feel like I wasn't in a good position. Like, pack 1, I feel like green was the thing to be doing. And I feel like I was kind of cut off at different angles. Alright, well, we ended up with a pretty wacky teamer deck, but it is what it is. I guess we have a Writhing Chrysalis, and we have some Nyxborn Hydras to try to push through. I feel like if we had, like, one Temperamental Oozewag, I would be so much more happy with this draft. But it is what it is. Hopefully, Writhing Chrysalis can carry us to at least a 3-1 finish here. Alright, let's go ahead and hop into the first match here. It feels really bad that I'm essentially playing 18 lands, but hopefully it's okay. Just draw the sources when it counts, right? What I'm really worried about is going against another Eldrazi person, because our deck's, like, not a good Eldrazi deck. Okay, so this is a 2-lander. I don't have a green source. I probably just can't keep this hand. This hand is a 5-lander. It's also just really bad. He's keeping 7, though, so I don't know that I can really keep... I don't know that I can really put this back. I mean, I guess it is really risky, but I am on the draw, and my deck is late-game oriented. I kind of just want to put back a red here and keep this. Like, our early game isn't even that good. Okay, that's something to be cycling. That's not great. Okay, that's scary. And I'm just breaking on lands. Fuck me. Discarding this feels so bad because we only have 10 creatures. And he has an Aether Revolt. Oh my gosh, that's so fucked. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to win this. I think I have to get a Collective Resistance here. Drawing into another land, dude. Okay, that made this slightly better, I guess. Doing nothing for the first 3 turns of the game, though, is really bad. I don't think we're going to win this. 1 Writhing Chrysalis is not enough to bring down the tower. That really sucks. I guess if I draw a Collective Resistance, I could get out of this position, possibly. Breaker of Creations could be pretty good. Collective Resistance or Breaker of Creations is ideally what we're looking for. Okay, that's really good. But if he has a counter, though, it's really bad for us. I don't think I can afford to just do nothing here. I think I have to do this. I could just play this as a body, but I don't think that's winning us the game because he has a ticking time bomb. I think I have to risk it here. Okay, he didn't have an Aether Spike. That's decent, I guess, for us. Okay, don't draw something juicy here, please. My deck isn't that good. Don't prey on a fallen soldier, please. I have protection, it's okay. I just have protection from all colors. I'm so glad we took the Breaker of Creation instead of the Worn Power Stone. Our deck would not have enough creatures. Like, it already doesn't have enough creatures. Oh shit, he's a Furnace Hellkite. That's so sus. This guy's Sussy Baka as fuck. We have a Sussy Baka in the chat. I repeat, we have a Sussy Baka. Tap down that boy, because you a little boy to me. Annihilator 2? Annihilator, how about you? Okay, I just need this guy to not, like, untap his Furnace Hellkite and not remove my Breaker, because it's, like, the only decent card in my deck. If I draw a Collective Resistance and I out this Utter Insignificance, that'd be so cool. I honestly don't feel safe with just one Writhing Chrysalis. I think a lot of people overvalue that. Wait, we actually won a game? Okay. I don't know how I beat that guy, but sure. That's an artifact. That's an enchantment. Is this an artifact? That's an artifact. Okay. I think that's justifiable for us to put in this Siege Smash. And considering... Wait, maybe I should put in this Meltdown. Is Meltdown better than Siege Smash? I mean, I don't know that he's like... Well, he has a card that's affinity for artifacts. But... this destroys artifacts with X or less, which I don't know that he has low-cost artifacts, which makes me think I'm going to take out Invert Polarity because we're on the draw here, and I'm going to put in Siege Smash. Okay, I'll just have to hope that that's enough. I don't know how I beat that guy. I think he just also had a very low, a low value start. Honestly, what's better than having a Writhing Chrysalis is letting your opponent know you have a Writhing Chrysalis. Because now he might think our deck is better than it actually is. Like, if I was going against me, I'd be like, oh shit, this guy has a Writhing Chrysalis and a Breaker of Creation. This deck is absurd. And then he realizes we only have 10 creatures and our deck's kind of trash. I mean, our mana is terrible. Alright, how do we feel about this deck, chat? I feel like the deck's garbage. If I win at least 3 matches with this deck, I'd be very happy. Wow, this hand has all my good cards in it, but I'm on a 1-lander, dude. Why do I have to mulligan here? And the opponent keeps a 7. Why? Please. Please, do us justice here. Okay, this is also kind of bad. Well, that makes the hand slightly better. Is it Generator? Okay. Well, now I know I'm going to bring in my Meltdown if we survive. I kind of like just doing Glimpse and playing a land off of it. No Chrysalis. Please do not hit my Chrysalis. Okay, it didn't hit a Chrysalis. That's great. I get my land. Get rid of 2 good cards, but that's okay. I'm getting 2 tokens, which means next turn I can just sack all of the tokens and go for a huge Hydra. If he plays a wagon here... Okay, he has a wagon. I'm going to have to Siege Smash that. Okay, that's really nice. I think I just need to develop the board here. Alright, I have a 6/7 Death Toucher. He's gonna get some energy, which is like, okay. But now, next turn, I can double spell with my Siege Smash Fang Flames if he doesn't answer our Dryad. How's the run going so far?
Says, how's the run going so far, bro?
To be honest, we have a really bad Eldrazi deck. Our deck has 10 creatures, but we have a Writhing Chrysalis, which is like, kind of okay. I got baited by a Writhing Chrysalis start, and I was just in a really bad seat in between, like, people that are just pivoting. Like, honestly, the packs that were opened in my pod were just kind of low-value packs. They were just kind of low-quality packs. Like, I didn't really see that many high-quality cards, even if I wanted to be pivoting. Okay, he's going to play that guy. To be honest, like... Do I want to kill that, or do I want to kill his wagon? I think his wagon is more of an impending threat. Okay, sweet. The good news is I was able to kill that in response. If I would have done it first, he would have responded to draw a card. Do you only get 1 run? So this is draft number 1. You play 4 matches regardless of your record. If you get 3 or more wins, you move on to the second draft, which you play for money. But we're currently 1 game up on this person. I don't think their deck is like that crazy, but our deck isn't crazy either. Thriving Skyclaw. Okay. I can kill that with the Fang Flames, which is really good for us. You have 1 blue. What can you do with 1 blue? If I return his spell back to hand, does that... Does returning his spell back to hand mitigate it? How does that work?
Lord Figaro says judge.
Judge, okay. Wow. That's pretty fucked. Wow, that was so huge for him. And he has an axe. I think this guy's gonna steal the win from us. I've literally never played against someone who had a Furnace Hellkite, and I might actually lose. Man, I didn't know if that would if returning his spell would negate it or not. If it did, that would have been so huge. If I could have returned my spell, that would have been crazy. But I didn't have a additional red. My mulligans have just been so bad this match. I've had to mull both games so far, and this guy has gotten to keep a 7-lander every time. Okay, that's kind of good. Okay, well, I can't block anything. Do I get it? Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sirski, brother. Yes, sirski. We take those. We take those, baby. We take those all day. It honestly took a second to register in my head. I was like, wait, am I cucked? And then I was like, wait, no, my guy has death touch. So if I put enough on there, then that automatically kills him. Wow. I don't know how I just beat someone with this garbage deck, but to be fair, the person I played against was playing blue-red, arguably one of the worst, like, I think just the worst deck in the entire format. And then also the fact he had a Furnace Hellkite, like, that's such a bad card. I've never even seen anyone play that outside of red-black. I don't know how I just clapped that guy. That was pretty absurd. Okay, we have to win 2 more games, which I don't think is really possible with this deck, but we'll see. All right, for anyone who just joined, let's look at this garbage. Okay, so our deck has 10 creatures. Pretty fucking bad. Our deck has a Writhing Chrysalis, kind of good. Our mana base, really bad. I have 9 green sources, 8 blue, and 5 red sources, for a total of 5 red cards, which is really bad. What's even more crazy that I beat that guy is that I had to mulligan to such suspect hands both games, and I still won. Like the first match the first game I beat that guy, I literally didn't make do any actions until turn 4 of the game, and somehow I won. That tells you that that guy's deck is really garbage. Like that was really lucky. Honestly, the only way we can win with this deck is if we go against another person who is not playing Eldrazi. Because I'm pretty sure anyone who has an Eldrazi deck, like, I would much rather have an Eldrazi deck with, like, a good quality creatures overall than have a Writhing Chrysalis in any way. Like, Writhing Chrysalis is okay. But when you only have 1 and no way to recur it, it's kind of bad. Nyxborn Hydra Haikyuu just carried that match, though. Like, our deck has a lot of ways to generate mana, and then we have, like, a few ways to do something with it, and if we don't draw a way to do something with it, we're kind of cooked. Our deck also only has 2 2-drops, which is really fucked. Our deck has 10 creatures total. That's so bad. All right, match number 2. Let's see it. If we get to the second draft here, I'm not playing Eldrazi. I'm not playing Eldrazi. I'm not going to be the cuck. I'm going black. I'm just going to force black because people don't like black. Okay. This hand has all 3 mana sources and a Writhing Chrysalis. I have to keep it because this is the only good card in our deck. Yeah, it's just a have to keep. It's a have to, not a want to. Okay, this is really bad. Our opponent just played a green source, which means he's also playing Eldrazi. And he has a good Eldrazi card. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. You can't be playing good cards against my bad card deck. Play an artifact or enchantment. That'd be so cool. Hey, it's an enchantment. Okay. Am I killing that? He can collect evidence later in the game, but it mitigates damage. And I'm not developing anything next turn. That's like a lot of damage. I think I have to do this. Don't hit good cards. Don't hit good cards. No, it's hitting good cards. It's hitting really good cards. Why? Those are my only good cards. This is fucked. And I only have 1 green source, so I can't hold up a Gift to the Viper. Do not play Writhing Chrysalis, sir. Please. Yes, yes. Okay, you don't have a blue source. That's great. I love that about you, my guy. I love that about you. Okay, I'm just going to play Writhing Chrysalis and float 5 tokens. Do not have a response to this, sir. You don't have a response. You're not that guy. Okay, he's not that guy. He doesn't have it. Trust. I need a green source so I can Nyxborn Hydra, please. My Nyxborn Hydra Writhing Chrysalis combo is all I have. Don't do this to me, sir. If he's not getting rid of his Bountiful Landscape, that tells me he either has a Breaker of Creation or an Eldrazi Ravager. No, don't do that to me, son. I got rid of my only artifact enchantment removal. Okay. I need a green source here. Give me a green source, please. I want to blow this guy's back out. Give me a green source here. I attach it all to my Chrysalis. I go for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I would be giving my Chrysalis 11, 11. Please give me a green source. It's a fucking red source. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Should I just be passive here? I've got 2 energy. I'm crazy. Don't do anything. Don't do anything too hasty here. I've got 2 energy floating. I'm playing Energy Eldrazi, the best deck. Okay. Give me a green source. Give me a green source. Oh my gosh, I'm so lit. I'm literally so lit right now. This guy is so mad. Please, please, tell me why you hating. Why you hating? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this is fine. You're good with it. I'm just attacking you for 11. It's fine. Everything's okay, sir. I just have an 11/11 Writhing Chrysalis. That's okay. You're gonna be fine, sir. You don't have enough to bestow from your graveyard. That's cool. Do not play something broken here. That would not be fair. My deck is too low power level. Just let me attack you for 11 again with my Chrysalis. This is all I have. We love an 11/11 Chrysalis this time of year. You shouldn't have turned my guy into an elk. That was your downfall. If you wouldn't have turned my guy into an elk, I would have a 10/11 Chrysalis, which would be so much better for you. Wait, he's actually playing a Rasheen? What the fuck? Why do you have that? Okay, that's so huge. Don't worry, sir. I'm just getting rid of your Rasheen. This is a powerful rare. Let's go! Okay. Wow. It's crazy how low power level my deck is. It's actually absurd how low power level my deck is. He hasn't shown me he has any artifacts, so I don't think this is worth it. Game number 2. It's over. The top G is here, baby. I just need to open a 7-card hand that's playable, please. Is this playable? I think it's playable. I have a looter. I also have a ramp. Okay. I think playing a looter here is just too important. What if I go double gift to the Viper here? Is that respectable? That's not respectable. I'm not doing that. Please hit me a land. Please give me a land. It's a land. It is a land. I cannot be mad about that. Fangs of Colonia might be relevant for pushing through damage. I'm gonna have to hope that this Chrysalis is enough. I could have discarded a gift to the Viper. I think those are just too relevant. That gives him a token that's really bad for us. You don't want to attack here. You never attack here. Oh my gosh, I needed that to be a land so bad. That's not a good land. That's D's. This is the ultimate security blanket. Well, yeah, because if he has a hexproof, then it's just game, right? No, it's not game. Okay. We untap, we get another land, that's fine. Am I ever just playing my Hydra here? I kind of just want to unfathomable truths. That's very nice. Maybe I should have attacked with my Chrysalis. He's just passing? Okay, that's great. That's so great for us. Now I have an invert polarity online. That's so huge. So I have 3 available. Okay, on his turn, I have an invert polarity. If he dropped down something threatening, I'll allow it. He's just passing? Okay, great. We got him, boys. Let's go.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
I don't know how I'm winning with this deck. This deck's not very good. Holy crap. Holy crap. This is very, very much anxiety, man. There's no way we go 4-0 with this deck, right? Like, this deck's garbage. I think we've just won against people who had kind of low power decks. 2-0. I think what's really carrying us is the fact that I have Writhing Chrysalis as our picture card. Hold up, I know what to do here. I've got this. Awesome, alright. Okay, it's confirmed. We're gonna win now. That's all you need. I'm just the boat. I just win with crappy decks. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta warm up my coffee for this one. Honestly, what's really funny about this draft is that if we were in a normal, like, premier or traditional draft on Arena, this would just be an 0-3 deck. The only reason my deck has done decent so far is because the other people are, like, this is a higher stakes draft, so people aren't being handed, like, obscene decks, like, very easily. So when you think about it, like, typically in these high-end drafts, unless someone's just in the perfect seat, typically the draft decks are going to be lower power level overall, at least in my opinion. The unfortunate part about this is that since you aren't playing against people in the same pod, if someone just had such an insane, like, pod where they're in a great seat and they just get handed whatever deck they started with at the beginning of the draft, then you can go against people like me who have, like, such a botched deck. But so far, we've won against pretty fair people, to be honest. Like, I feel like the two people we've won against, their decks have been the same power level as ours, which is, like, pretty medium. All right, match number 3. I believe, baby. Our time, baby. Let's work. Trust. If I get to draft number 2, I'm going to do everything I can to not play Eldrazi. All right, let's start off on the play. Good sign, good sign. So we have all of our lands. We don't have a creature, though. I'm probably going to keep based off of just the lands because the mana base in this deck isn't very good. I think in this format, because, like, people's mana bases aren't going to be as streamlined, you just want, like, if you have a 3-color deck, I feel better just keeping a hand like that. Okay, that's not a good sign. I don't like that. I'm going to play a red, so there's a chance he thinks we have a Galvanic Discharge. Blue-black. Starts off with a Tempest Harvester. Okay. Into another land. That's not very good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's very bad. I guess I'm gonna pass here, close my eyes, and hope I draw Writhing Chrysalis. He's just gonna pass. That's really bad. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. I'm really tempted to just go Nyxborn Hydra so we can make an action. It does turn on our Horrific Assault, so I think there's enough justification to do that. If he negates, he negates. It's not like we're losing a lot. There is a good chance that his deck just counters ours since he's playing black. Because if he has a curse... Oh, he's discarding a Sneaky Snacker. That's so fucked. That is so fucked. Sneaky Snacker's so bonkers. And now he's going to Brain Surge and get back his Sneaky Snacker. That's absurd. Holy crap. This guy's deck's insane.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Okay, you get your Sneaky Snacker back, sure. Good sequencing by him. That was a good play. I really need to draw Writhing Chrysalis here. If he plays a Curse Marauder, we might just be cooked. It's actually crazy to me that this guy was able to get into blue-black, because that's the deck that I've been, like, able to least, like, actually get into so far. So I guess I'm forced to glimpse the impossible here. So I'm playing around Hope Ender Quaddle here. If he has an Aether Spike, he negates regardless. So playing down the land doesn't really give us any benefits. Maybe I attack first to see if he has any interaction. I do have a Gift of the Viper, so I can untap. Now, let's do this. See if he negates here. Will you Aether Spike? He's gonna Aether Spike. Okay, sure. That's fine. Nothing I can really do about that. He has an energy available, so there's no reason to Horrific Assault. I'm gonna play down a red here and just pass. So if he attacks with something that I actually care about, like if he generates more energy, I'm open to Gift of the Vipering on his Tempest Harvester. He's not using the energy, so that tells me he has another energy card. Is it worthwhile to kill this? I am stopping him from generating cards. That also enables my Horrific Assault to kill anything he plays. And I'm kind of behind here, so I feel like this is important. And I'm going to kill that. Not the best thing to do, but I think I need to be proactive here since I'm very behind. Okay. Into a Mindless Conscriptions. That's so bad for us. That card's broken. This guy got a Sneaky Snacker and a Mindless Conscriptions. That's pretty crazy. Hits us for 5. Into a Wormcoil Larva. That's very bad for us. We top tick a Tempest Harvester, which is not good in any way. Am I interested in Horrific Assaulting his Sneaky Snacker? The answer is most likely no. I think I need to keep this land in hand as a looter fod. As a fodder for looting. We're probably just dead here, but we can gather as much information as possible. Oh, he has a Crabomination? Yeah, there's no way we're beating this guy. I don't think we can win this match. This guy's deck's absurd. I'm going to the next game. Wow, this guy's deck is literally absurd. This is like a powerful non-Pro Tour draft deck. Given that he has a Crabomination and a Wormcoil Larva, is it respectable for us to put in this Meltdown? It might be respectable to do that. I am on the play, though, so I need this Invert Polarity. I don't know what I would be taking out. Because our mana base doesn't really support us playing another red card. If I cut my blue package, I just lose so many creatures, which seems really bad. I think Invert Polarity on the play is probably just better, and I don't want to hurt my mana anymore. Yeah, I'd rather have a consistent draw than have a slightly better card into this matchup. Because our mana base is not good. I know he has a Crabomination, so I really need to be able to negate that with Invert Polarity. That's like one of the only ways we can win this. Excuse me. Yeah, this guy's deck's absurd. Alright, let's play first. Red, green start. No blue mana. I do have 3 lands, and I have a Fanged Flames to slow down the game. Is that good enough? I don't know. I think this hand's too reactive. I think I have to risk it. Like, we know the guy's deck is really powerful, so I think I have to risk this. Okay. This hand is not great, but I think I'm going to keep it. This card might be very relevant. This is tough. Very tough. I don't know. I think the Invert Polarity is really, really important to be able to negate his broken stuff. But we don't have a red source. It's probably best to get rid of it. Yeah, this guy's draft deck is insane. He has a Crabomination, a Sneaky Snacker, and a Mindless Conscriptions, and he has multiple ways to draw 3 to facilitate it. That's exactly what you're looking to do. That's not very good. So I guess here I am able to collective resistance if he plays an artifact, which could be relevant. Or an enchantment. I'm probably killing his mindless conscriptions. Another reactive card. That's very bad for us. I'll play this as a tapped land. Yeah, my mulligans have just been trashed today, dude. We've been opening very garbage hands, on top of the fact we have like a low power level deck. So I'm really surprised we've beaten anyone. I really need to answer that so bad. That card is absurd. Wow, this guy's deck is just insane. Oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Why am I just drawing all of the cards that require me to have a creature to do anything? That's really sad. We might just lose to this guy due to a non-game here. We'll see. He actually had a discard? Oh, so he's stuck on lands? That gives us a slight chance here. I can use this to go get a green, I guess. Creature, let me do something proactive. No, no, dude. We're literally going to lose to a person who's stuck on 2 lands. Are you kidding me? I even mulled. That's so sad. He finally got a land. That means his hand is just insane now. Play mindless conscriptions, please. No. Red source, dude. Now I'm gonna have to discard. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. This is so bad. And he's gonna use a brain surge. That's so fucked. I'm losing to a person who was locked on 2 lands. This is really bad. I think we're just cooked. He discarded a Crabomination, which just tells me that he has a way to get it back, and then we're just dead. At this point, even if I'm able to resolve my glimpse, it's highly likely that he just counters it. He has a mindless conscriptions, okay. Can I draw a playable card? Okay. I have a guy. It doesn't really help me, but I have a guy. Now he's getting lands, okay. I might actually have to Horrific Assault. If he's attacking with that, I'm not blocking. He probably has an Utter Insignificance into a Serum Visionary. That's really good for him, okay? His hand is now absurd. The fact he put these 2 in the grave tells me he has a Victimize or a Gravedigg. Okay. He's holding 2 mana, so he definitely has an Aether Spike here, but I think I have to play into it. Maybe I attack and see if he responds, and if he wastes a combat trick on it, then I could potentially resolve my Unfathomable Troops, which is probably the best case scenario for us. I would rather lose my guy than not resolve my Unfathomable Troops. Does he negate? And we're cooked. And we're cooked. This is so sad. I mean, the guy, I don't feel that bad because I know the guy's deck's just way better than ours. So we would probably had a low chance of winning anyway. But the fact he was stuck on 2 lands and we couldn't convert it here is just really sad. And then we're just bricked up. Fuck, dude. I mean, I have to Horrific Assault on his Cartographer so he doesn't draw 3. Bro, let me have this. This is the one thing I can do. Let me have this. This is the one thing I can do. I'm not going to be able to make an action for the rest of the game. Let me do this one thing. Wow, that's hilarious. Am I ever just trading to save on life? I mean, eventually he'll be able to remove this anyway. That's really scary. Wow, if I draw a colorless source, which is not physically possible anymore because I already burned my other one, I can't play that, so I guess I have to just tap this, go get a red source, then glimpse, but I'm probably dead. Oh wow, he has another brain surge. Dude, this guy's deck's insane. Holy crap, this is probably one of the best blue-black decks I've ever seen. Like, any blue-black deck, any black deck period with a Abomination is insane, but like, I have almost 100 drafts in this format, and I have only been in the blue-black space, I think, 2 times. And I don't think it was as good as what this guy did. I've had a Abomination in red-black and it was good, but this is just obscene. Now, and he has a Drowner of Truths. Wow, this guy's deck's crazy. Yeah, I don't think we were going to win. If we might have been able to beat him if we didn't stumble. If we actually, like, had Writhing Chrysalis, there was a slight chance that we were going to be able to stop him. Okay. Am I just dead? I don't have a red, so I can't even kill that. I need to generate minimum 2 colorless sources, so this is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go Tempest Harvester here. It doesn't really matter about our land because we're gonna be chumping regardless. So I'm going to play the land, and then I'm just going to pass. So if he doesn't kill my Tempest Harvester, I chump into his Drowners of Truth, and then I float into a Breaker of Creation, which gets us back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life. I don't think that's going to be enough, but it stalls us a turn. Oh, he's adding back Abomination. All right, we're just cooked. He just steals my Breaker. That's so funny. GG, bro. Wow, I finally drew a good card, and now he's going to play my Breaker of Creation. That's so funny. Wow, that was unfortunate. I don't think there was anything I could have done there. Nothing in the side deck, I don't think was really good enough for that. Let me look at the deck one more time. Man, this deck's really bad. I don't know how I beat 2 people. This is probably one of the lowest value Eldrazi drafts I've ever had. Like, and I don't think that it was incorrect for me to be going green, because there just wasn't a lot of powerful cards opened in the packs overall. Like, the 2 powerful cards that I saw the entire draft were... There was a Conduit Goblin, which was, like, way too late for me to pivot. There was also a Detective's Phoenix, which was in the same pack as the Chrysalis. And then there was also a Marionette Apprentice. And I think I could have went black, but overall, the power level of the black cards, like, black was open, but the good black cards weren't being seen. And that's something that a lot of people, like, don't realize about going into black, is, like, you may think it's, like, good to go into black. But the difference between the good black cards and the bad black cards is so huge, because half of the black cards are trying to do, like, artifact things, and the other ones are trying to do, like, control-ish, like, graveyard or counter things, and they don't really intermix for the most part. Like, if you have Refurbished Familiar and you don't have any other artifacts, it sucks. But if you do, the card's insane. You know, and that's kind of the story with a lot of the black cards. And with the addition of the play boosters, it's really difficult to tell. Because I was actively looking in the draft for a way to go Jund. Because I felt like it would have been so much better to just splash this Chrysalis or move off to it to go into black. But there wasn't any black cards that were really like, there were okay black cards, but none of them were pulling me into that direction. So out of the red cards, like, okay, how many modify cards do I have? 1, 2, 3. I just have such low creatures. Is this better? This feels bad. I feel like what I had before was... What would my mana look like if I do this? It's like I didn't... I also just didn't have the opportunity to pick that many lands. If I had the lands, I would definitely try to do that. Is this card worth it? I could try to play this, but I don't have the colorless sources to really facilitate that. That's what's really, like, irritating. I could play this card. But then I only have 9 creatures. How good is this in our deck? To be honest, I've never really gotten a good, like, I've never been able to transform this. It was never really beneficial to me. And then also, you have to have a colorless source to be able to start making tokens, which our deck doesn't really create that many tokens. I feel like this is the best that we can do, really. We just have to hope for a good draw, honestly. Like, I'm not against this card, but you have to be, like, super dedicated. And the fact that you don't do anything immediately with it feels really bad. I am open to playing this guy, but I don't feel like I have enough red cards to really facilitate that. If I had good lands to play red, I would much rather do that, but I don't. I mean, we won 2 matches with it. Maybe it'll be okay. I guess let's just hope we go against someone with an equally low power level deck and we get a decent draw. Okay, we got one final match here. Can we do it, baby? Let's see it. Jesus Christ, give me your strength. I need the strength here, brother. I ride with the Bible on the dash. God is going to allow us to draw Writhing Chrysalis on the appropriate turn and give us a perfect mana base. Alright. Final match. Let's see it, baby. Opponent's going first. I don't like that. Okay. I have access to all lands. This is another one of those hands which is so sus. How many... I don't really have that many 2-drops regardless. I think I'm okay just keeping this hand because I have all the sources. And really no other reason than that. I have to draw into, like, gas because I just don't think that our deck really has good early game. The only cards I could get are Nightshade Dryad and Glimpse the Impossible. But other than that, our deck is really late game oriented anyway. I think the lands are probably just more important here. Pre-mute. Okay, that's not a card I can play immediately. I don't think I cracked this yet. He's playing blue-black again. Starts off with a Draw's Claw. That's very scary. Okay, that's not good for us, but I guess I can cycle it away. If we top deck Glimpse the Impossible, we might be able to do this. That's not good. I need a Writhing Chrysalis here, please. Don't have a counterspell for my Writhing Chrysalis. That's not good. Don't give me a land. Oh my gosh, just another fucking land. That's so sad. I'm gonna do this because if he has a Hope Ender Quaddle, he can't negate. I'd rather sacrifice Sats than play into a Hope Ender Quaddle, which could just blow us out. Because there's no way we win at that point. Plus, the token is just really relevant here. I need a Fanged Flames off the top. The Fanged Flames rip, please. Not a Fanged Flames, not what I was looking for, but he is tapped out, so I can go for Unfathomable Troops. So I can technically go for a Drowner next turn. Don't discard Sneaky Snacker. Don't do me like that, son. Discards a land. Okay, that's a good sign. Yes, use your mana. Nice. Yep, I'm cool with that. Get those out of the way, please. That is an action I can make. If I get a Fang Flames here, we probably can win. Does he have a lethal throwdown? That really sucks. That was a terrible top deck. Do I need to keep this? Indestructible seems pretty relevant. Okay. Horrific Assault. That's absurd. If I draw Breaker of Creation, I could get back in this game. That's not a Breaker of Creation. That's really shitty. Of course. There's only one way we win this matchup. What am I cutting here? All right, I have to melt down this guy. That's the only way we're winning is if we melt down him. Had to reconfigure the deck there. Our deck is worse overall, but we have a meltdown, which is probably pretty decent. Red, blue, green. I have a way to interact with an artifact. I probably just keep. That's absurd. Fuck me, he has a rare. That's really bad for us. I'm gonna sack this to go get a second red. I need to draw Writhing Chrysalis here. Please draw a Writhing Chrysalis, please. That is a card. That's a thing we can do. That was fucked. This guy's had the perfect answer every time. No, nothing to worry about. I'm going to draw Writhing Chrysalis. We're going to be Gucci here. And now I don't have an answer to that. That really sucks. And he's just carding a Sneaky Snacker? Damn. It's crazy we're going against 2 blue-black players in a row. That's not good, but I'm forced to do this here. Wow, that was a really bad draw. I need this colorless to pay for my breaker. And he has another one? Dude, fuck, man. This guy is such a high roller. Please give us a Writhing Chrysalis. That's like the only thing that helps us here. If I get a Writhing Chrysalis, I actually have a shot to win. And then somehow, when I get my Meltdown in, he takes out all of his artifacts. No, that's so bad. Why? Oh my gosh, that's so fucked. Wow, that's really frustrating. I need the tokens here. That's really bad. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Wow, this card is randomly, he's in the one deck where you actually want that card. Okay, if he doesn't have a negate, I actually have a shot here. If he has a negate, we're just cooked. Please do not have a response for this. Please do not have a response. This is the only thing I have to do in my entire deck. This is all I've had to do the entire game. And he has Neighbor Spike. I don't know why we're sitting here and you're just holding that for so long. Well, that was fucked. Now we're just dead. Wow. That was a really sad run. I honestly just kind of bricked every single game. Somehow I beat 2 people while being bricked, which I guess stands for something, but that's just very unfortunate. Is there any way I live here? Probably not. Wow. Well, that's very frustrating. This guy's just had everything. Wow, this guy's deck's just absurd. And he has a Demon Inferior. Wow. Good beats. There's nothing I can do. I think I did everything correctly in my seat, but it was just a low power level set of packs. Well, we ended up going 2-2. Honestly, just a really bad seat in the draft, honestly. I started with a Chrysalis. There really wasn't any, like, good black cards. Like, there was medium black cards, but I think this deck is probably just better than taking medium black cards. But it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did, which I enjoyed it about, 50%, considering we went 50-50 and kind of got a shit deck, but that is what it is. Unfortunately, this is the last event of Modern Horizons 3, which honestly kind of sucks for me because I really enjoyed this format, and this is probably the highest performing format I've had, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace. That's going to be a very sad video. Alright, now I want to look at my draft. I want to see if there's anything else I could have done. Okay, pack 1, I took Writhing Chrysalis. Honestly, I felt like it was really good. Like, I could have taken Marionette Apprentice, but considering there's legitimately no green card in this pack, I feel like Writhing Chrysalis is better than both of these cards, and there's no other green cards in the pack, so someone is very unlikely to follow me. So I think it was correct to take Writhing Chrysalis. I did get kind of fucked by the High Rollers. I mean, not even just the High Rollers, I just bricked really hard. And then I follow that up with a Horrific Assault. So, like, there are some okay cards in this pack. In my personal ratings, Horrific Assault is the best card in this pack. Then, probably Essence Reliquary or Area Auxiliary. Both are kind of similar. There are a couple black cards in this pack, but nothing that really makes me want to go into black. So I take the Horrific Assault. I think that's fine. Pick 3. Could have taken It That Heralds the End, but I don't know that I'm going to end up with... It's very likely I'm going to be green. I don't know that I'm going to end up with enough lands nor Eldrazi spells to make this extremely viable. So I take the Sink into Stupor because it's way more likely you're going to end up in Temur or green-blue than you are green-red, just because most of the red cards you want in this deck are just contested across multiple archetypes. So I think that was fine. There's also just no other good cards in this pack. It's either you take this and close your eyes and hope you get Eldrazi spells, or you take this It opens you to a slight pivot and just makes your fixing slightly better. I think that was correct. Pick 3. I could have taken Fang Flames, or I could take Warp Tusker. I don't have a red card this far, and this card I think all 3 of these cards are the same power level, and I don't want to end up with a low creature deck. Had I not taken this, our deck would have been even worse because we were only offered 10 creatures. So I think this was also correct. Okay. Pick 5. There's a Faithful Watchdog. I'm noting that. That is a possibility. But the cards we have so far, like, I don't want to pick this up pick 5. This is like a pick 7, pick 8 card. I take the green-blue land because I think that's just the best land. Like, it's better. If you're going to pick up a land here, I think it's better to pick up a green land than it is for red-blue when you don't even know if you're going to be playing red or blue yet, but you do know you're playing green. So I think that was fine. Pick 6. Another very low power level pack. There's honestly no card in this pack that makes me want to pivot. I think all of these cards are extremely low value, and I get a landscape that is probably going to go in my deck because you're probably going to have to play Teamer because it's heavily contested. Pick 7. I could have taken Siege Smash. Personally, I don't really like Siege Smash because I feel like more often than not, you're going to get this like on the wheel. So I'd rather just have a creature if my deck is low creatures. Plus, if I'm an aggressive red-green deck and I don't have to play blue, this is a card I'm very much willing to play. I could have taken Retrofitted Transmogrant, but I don't think this card's that great in green-black anyway. So I don't think I was really leaving much on the table. Pick 8, I get a Glimpse the Impossible, which is just the best card in this pack and just further strengthens my signal. If Glimpse the Impossible is going pick 8, that is a really good sign that you're doing the right thing. I think that was correct. Pick 9. Honestly, a bunch of garbage. Honestly, like, I just took this card because I feel like if you end up with enough Adapt people, like, the Overload is just very underrated on this card, and none of these cards make me want to pivot. I'm noting that the blue cards are taken from this pack. The black cards are taken from this pack. Like, the good black cards are taken from this pack. So it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to play black here. Probably just the best card. Gift of the Viper, Essence Reliquary, Terramander. Could have taken Essence Reliquary. I don't think our deck is really... I think this card's insane, but our deck isn't really situated to manipulate Essence Reliquary. So I take Gift of the Viper. It's a fine card. I think it's underrated. Pick 11. All these cards are garbage. I'll take the Tempest Harvester. If I'm low on creatures, I'll do it. Probably more likely to play this than I am the Charge Bug. Pick 12. This is just complete garbage. You either take the Mace, don't play it, or you take the Rare, don't play it, profit 20 gems. Furnace Hellkite. Both these cards are useless. This card is a creature. Maybe you're low on creatures. Maybe you're forced to. Draw's Claw. Okay. Pack number 2. Very low value pack. Could have taken this Bountiful Landscape. I think Horrific Assault is like just enough better than taking this. Plus, I'm cutting green from the pack, which is very good because we know we have to be green essentially. We're basically forced to be green because the other cards we have are like that are not like going in a green deck are just unplayable. Like this and this are unplayable. I'm never playing those. So I'm probably just always taking Horrific Assault. I think that's correct. Very low power level pack, to be honest. Okay, pick pack 2. Another very low power level pack. 3 rares were opened up in this pool. This card's medium, but you have to have a lot of energy. Never playing that. This is the best card in the pack, and this is like a C+ card at best. This is a really bad pack. Pick 3. See 2 more Hydras. See a Pyro Surfer. I think you could have gone either Hydra or Pyro Surfer here. I'm more preferential to Nyxborn Hydra because I don't... Like, Pyro Surfer is good. It's only good if you end up base red-green, which I think is less likely than just being Teamer. So I'm going to take the Hydra. It's the card that's most likely going to go into my deck, and I don't think this card is that much better. Pick 4. There is a Conduit Goblin, which there's no world I'm playing. A very low power level pack. There's literally nothing I want in this pack. It's either this MDFC or this other red-blue land, which I'm not that preferential to 2 non-base color fixing. I'd rather just, if this was like a green-blue or a green-red land, 100% I'm taking that over this. But this card is really good, and it is a MDFC, so I'm happy with that. This pick, another very low power level pack. It's either I take this Meddler or I take this Elk. Elk is really only good if you're going green-white, and like we have a Fangs of Colonia, but like it's way more likely we play this. We already have a blue land, we already have 2 blue lands and a blue MDFC, so probably just best card in the pack. Pick 6. I mean, I think it's at this point it's probably just too late to pivot into green or to pivot into black. And I think these black cards are kind of just filler. You would prefer not to play those if you don't have to. I'm going to take the invert polarity. More likely that we're going to be base green-blue with a splash of red, which makes this card pretty good in our deck. Pick 7. Another Gift to the Viper. Very low power level pack as well. There's a Johnny Fells the Godsire, which we really just cannot play because it's double white. Pick 8. I could have taken this Drownyard Lurker. My curve is already kind of high. And I already have two Nyxborn Hydras. So I'm probably just always taking this because I am probably just base green-blue. And I think this card is just quite a bit better than this card. Pick 9. A bunch of cards I can't put in my deck. If we end up with like a crazy Eldrazi deck, maybe we play that. Pick 10. Literally nothing here. Pick 11. Might play this if I'm low on playables. Pick 11. Decent sideboard inclusion. Kind of happy about that. Skyclaw. Once again, if I'm low on playables, I might put it in. Pick 14. Nothing. Alright, pack 3. Another very low power level pack. Honestly, the packs that I opened were very, very low power level. Like, my pack 1 had like 3 good starting cards, but like I had to take the Chrysalis there, which is the best pick. There was not like anything I could get on the wheel in that pack. This pack, I guess you could debate that maybe I should be taking the Skoa, but with what I have so far, I feel like it's way more likely that I am base blue-green than I am base red. And I also have 2 Nyxborn Hydra and a Warp Tusker, which makes this card pretty good. Not really a lot that I could hope to get back on the wheel here, because this is a very low power level pack. It's very, like, this is a card that usually wheels, but because it's a low power level pack, probably gets taken. This definitely gets taken. So not a lot to expect here. Pick 2. There is a Signature Slam, which you could argue maybe I should be taking over this, but I already have 2 Horrific Assaults. I do think this is a slightly better card, but I already have 2 Horrific Assaults, and I'm very low on creatures, playable creatures at this point. I'm also confirmed I'm going to be playing a 3-color deck. I think this is just the best card. I think I just always take that. Maybe I can get the Serum Visionary on the wheel, but once again, just a low power level pack, very unlikely. Pick 3. Okay, this is great. The fact that I'm seeing this pick 3 tells me that it's a good chance the person who's passing to me is not playing Eldrazi, because if I start Chrysalis into this, I'm very happy. You're probably not getting me off the deck. Pick 4. I either take a 3rd Hydra, a Worn Power Stone, or a Breaker of Creation. Considering my deck is just low on creatures, I decided to go with the Breaker. Plus, this is a way to end the game, and this card actually overperformed. So I don't disagree with me taking this pick. I'm glad I didn't take the Worn Power Stone, because then we would have only had 9 playable creatures, which was terrible. Pick 5. There's a Fang Flames, 3rd Nyxborn Hydra. I'm probably just always taking Fang Flames. Like, there's no dispute between that. Pick 6, Signature Slam, Foul Strike. I mean, I'm always just taking this as the more premium card. Once again, no creatures. Pick 7, Glimpse the Impossible versus Drownyard Lurker. The only creatures I have are 5+, so I'd probably much rather have this Glimpse, because maybe you could find our more powerful cards, and it facilitates our Breaker of Creation. I agree with that. Pick 8, I could either take this Eldrazi Ravager, which is another high-costed card, which I don't really want, or Collective Resistance, which I think this is something you want in every green deck, because there's very few enchantment removal spells in the format, and enchantments are some of the most, like, difficult things to answer. Most of them are bombs. Like, most of the bombs in this set are not the rares, they're just enchantments. So I think this card's very important. I agree with that. Pick 9, I'm taking the Siege Smash. It's like the only card that's going in my deck here. Maybe I could take this Fledgling Dragon, but the card's just so filler. Pick 10, Meltdown, pretty happy with that. Good sideboard card. I'm glad that I got that, never got to use it. Pick 10, Idol of the False Gods. Don't really have a deck to facilitate it, but if I'm low on playables, I could play it. Hydra Trainer, not white, can't play it. Urza's Cave, not playing it. Indebted Spirit, not playing it. Okay. So, honestly, I don't think there was, like, anything I really could have done there. I mean, even if I started black, I'm getting no premium cards in black. Like, my deck is just all filler. If I start Marionette Apprentice, I'm taking maybe Terramander, but that feels really bad. I don't even like doing that. Maybe I'm probably taking Grim Servant, because it can search that. Then I'm taking Eviscerator's Insight, which is just another, like, okay card. No black in this pack. I'm probably taking Fang Flames, I guess. Here, maybe I'm taking Cursed Wombat into Expanding Ooze, into Retrofitted Transmogrant, into Scurrious Sentry or Skoa. Yeah, I don't think it was really, like, I could get artifact cards. I get this guy, but I'm never getting any of the premium artifact benefits. I'm, like, I think I'm only getting offered one, like, I'm getting a bunch of artifact cards, but none of the payoffs, right? Like, I don't think that's correct. And I don't think, like, I do think white was, like, somewhat open, but the good white cards were not opened. Raven Charm. Yeah, I think what I was doing was open. There just wasn't high power level cards. So if I ended up being black-red, I would still just have one Cranial Ram. Okay, I would have 2 Cranial Ram. But to say that I would get those that, like, late is really just asking a lot. I would basically just be doing the same thing as I would do with this, except I have no insurance. At least with this build, I started with the Chrysalis, so I know I have power. I think I was supposed to be green no matter what. Yeah, I think I just got cucked. Yeah, I'm not really sure that I could have done anything better, to be honest. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Those were just really low power level packs. It seemed like green was definitely opened. It just felt like I couldn't do anything. That sucks. All right, back to the cube. Man, that was unfortunate. If I was gonna go out like that, I would have rather, like, felt left knowing that I could have done something better. But I just don't think there was anything I could have done. I feel like I just was in, like, a really bad seat, or the packs were just really low value. Because like, even if I went white-red, I still would just get 1 Conduit Goblin, no Discharge, 1 Area Auxiliary, and a bunch of mediocre energy cards without a way to spend energy. Damn. Either I was in a really bad seat, or there were just no good uncommons opened. Like, honestly, that's probably a worse deck than some of the sealed pools I've had. And I think I was really only like 2 to 3 cards away from having a deck that I could easily 4-0 with. Like, if I would have had a second Chrysalis or a Spawn Gang Commander, even just an Oozewag, I needed like another like early game, mid game card so that I wasn't just making 0 actions at the beginning of the game. Like, that was really unfortunate. If anyone thinks I could have done something different, make sure to let me know, because I just don't really know that that's true. But I would like to be wrong. That one guy, though, he got the such freest deck. The fact he had... We don't know that he had 2 Sneaky Snacker, but he had a Mindless Inscriptions, he has a Crabomination. Like, he had multiple payoffs for drawing 3, and he had, like, 4 ways to draw 3 minimum, which was really absurd. And he had good removal. Alright, I got a cube off here. I got a cube off so I can feel better about myself for being bad at the game. I really hope that this next set is not ass, because I have a feeling that it's going to be very similar to Lost Caverns of Ixalan, being that it's just like an archetypal set. And typically with these archetypal sets, what happens is you, like, for example, there's all of the archetypes are tribal based. So pretty much I've seen most of the cards, and if you start with mice, you really don't want to be splashing like non-mice, and that's a really bad sign. That's what I like about this format. Like, people complain about Red and Chrysalis, but the reality is in this format, you have such a high potential chance to like pivot into whatever the low open lane is, and identifying that rewards you so much. In archetypal sets, that's usually not the case, because most of the strong power level cards in archetype sets usually don't work well outside of their respective archetype, which makes it a lot less skill testing. The one thing I did not like about this set is how many blanks there were. Like, I think this set would have been way better if the play boosters were not created. Play boosters are kind of stupid. Like, just lowering the amount of cards, removing a card from each pack lowers your chance to make playables so much when half of the rares and mythics that they printed were made for commander in this set and just completely unplayable. Like, there's literally a mythic rare that says, you get this for how many times that you played this from the command zone. If you're going to print that card, why not just remove it from draft? Like, you don't even have to change the physical boosters. You could just remove that from the digital version, and people would be more happy than not. There's honestly a lot of things I haven't gotten to do in this cube yet. For the most part, I feel like the best things to do are playing red-blue spells or playing red-black. A lot of people are saying mono-white is the best thing to do. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that. Okay, welcome back to another MTG Arena Cube draft on the channel. Alright, so one thing you gotta know about me is we don't pass Chandras on this channel. There's a Bloodstained Mire, there's a Smuggler's Copter, and there is an Elish Norn. There's also a Worn Power Stone, which I think is respectable. But I'm gonna start with Chandra here. Chandra is just lit, man. Yeah, Chandra's just too powerful. The fact it can't be countered with blue being the best color in this format is just very powerful. Like, Counterspell and Mana Drain are just so high impact in this format. Okay, pack number 2. Hostage Taker's really nice. Ill-Timed Explosion also very nice. Memory Deluge very nice. Dracosaur really nice. Dracosaur is really overperformed for me. I think starting with Chandra though, Ill-Timed Explosion is just the best thing here. Hostage Taker was a lot better in the previous draft. In the previous cube. I think Ill-Timed Explosion is probably the best. Because I can splash blue regardless. Dracosaur is really nice, but sometimes he wheels. What I found with Dracosaur is if your opponent doesn't answer him, you just win the game. And a lot of times, your opponent doesn't answer him. Okay, there is Hard Evidence, card I don't want to prioritize. Bitter Triumph if I want to pivot. Yawgmoth if I want to pivot. Not the best pack for us. I do really like Yawgmoth, but he's double pipped. This is a card I could splash. Hard Evidence usually wheels. It's not a great card. Okay, well, there's a lot of black in this pack. There's also a Null Drifter. Thoughtseize is pretty good. Languish is pretty good. There's a lot of black in this pack, which tells me maybe I should be black. Okay. Well, it looks like the blue train might be off the table. Priest is kind of good, but you have to have synergies. This is kind of a low power level pack. I don't really like cards like this, cantrips in this format. Just because a lot of games go into deck out. You'd rather have more playables than filler. Try to do the sacrifice thing. Extinction event's nice. Atali's nice if you can ramp into it. Extinction event might be the way to go here. There's also a pick 6 Prismari command if I want to hold on to the dream. I think I'm just going to try to be red-black. I really wish that Omnath was in this format. Okay. This isn't bad. Deep Cavern Bat. That's a Marsh Flats. That's pretty nice. Could have taken Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan's nice. But if we're playing control, I'd rather have the fetch. It's really difficult to know when you should be taking fetches in this format, but I think that's like a good time frame to do it. Fetches are just so powerful. I mean, well, that's a really late Embercleave. If I want to be aggressive, that could be good. This card's just fucked up. Let's be real. The card's just fucked. This is probably the most irritating card in the format. Before they nerfed the power level of red in the last cube, it was literally just like free farming. You just picked every red card and you just won. Smuggler's Copter, Worn Power Stone. I guess I'm more interested in a Smuggler's Copter. Worn Power Stone is good, but if we're going to play this Embercleave, we're not. Boots. Facebreaker. This card is Menace. Yawgmoth. Okay, sweet. Yawgmoth wheeling is nice. Embercleave is so powerful, I probably just play it regardless of whether I'm aggressive or not. I do have a fetch for white. Could be a decent sideboard card. Okay, that's great. If we get a Rakdos the Muscle, I'm going to be so hype. Rakdos the Muscle is probably my favorite card in this cube. Oh, we get that guy too? Okay, the Treasure Synergy's online. Alright, cool. Pack number 2 here. I mean, this is one of the most powerful cards in the cube, but I'm not really... Am I in a position to play this? Kind of a late game card. I honestly really just like Rankle. Rankle's just kind of busted. I mean, Yawgmoth wheeled, so maybe we get this back. Now I want Mana Rocks. Do I want this Reanimate? Urborg Scavengers is pretty good. I'm gonna take this Reanimate. Just gonna hope it goes somewhere. Oh, there we go, baby.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
That's exactly what I'm looking for. My man, Rakdos the Muscle. I love this card. Cruelty of Gix. Guardian Idol. Red-Black Land. Okay. I love this card. I think this is one of the best removal in the format. Getting a boon to make your next instant sorcery just kill something else is just unfair. Okay. If there was a shock, I would take it. But I'm going to take this Chandra. We don't pass Chandras on this channel. Sorry. I'm probably not an aggressive deck. I'm probably very mid-range. Not a bad position to be in. If we can get that Alchemy guy who discards cards, it's going to make our deck so much better. What is that guy called again? I forget. I think the blood, yeah, the blood token can allow us to discard 2 for the Reanimate. And we're sacking things. Do I want this Ornithopter of Paradise or do I want this Lightning Strike? Lightning Strike's pretty good. I probably just need this. Probably just taking this Caustic Bronco. Just a good card. Caustic Bronco's honestly been one of the best 2-drops for me. If I can get like a key to the whatever it's called. Oh, we get the rankle back. Sweet. I'm glad that I took this breach because we get the rankle and the breach. That's huge. Sweet. All right, deck looks good. I can basically almost just prioritize lands in this third pack. Into double lands, okay. I'd like to get at least one dual color land so that we can use our fetch. Alright, what do we have in this pack? This card's still one of the best cards in the cube. I probably just like this strangle. Meat hook. Okay, that's really nice. Murderous Rider is pretty good too. I think I like Murderous Rider a little bit better here. Ah, there's also a Blood Crypt. Hopefully the Blood Crypt wheels. Maybe I'm supposed to just take the Blood Crypt here because we have a fetch. It'll probably wheel. Oh, there's a Fable to Mirror Breaker. Sign me up. Fuck, it's next to an Emperor Bones? That's so sad. I'd like to get some more ramp. Can we see a stone here? No stone. It's a land, a surveil land I can fetch. Card's kind of okay. Oh, that's a gold span. That's huge. That's actually so huge. One of the most irritating things about this cube is the heist mechanic. The heist mechanic is just so not fun to play against. Oh, well, there's an MDFC. This pack is loaded. Am I committing crimes? Wow. No mana rocks. It's kind of sad. Field of the Dead, pick 10. That's hilarious. Okay, I don't know why I keep ending up in the shell so much, but it is what it is. I need to cut one card here. Yeah, Reanimate probably isn't that good in our deck. I do really like Rakdos the Muscle, but I don't think our deck's really situated to play it. This is probably fine. There is some potential to just be all-out aggro. No, I think it's better to be like this. This is fine. Embercleave is an absurd card, though. I'm not gonna lie. Embercleave is pretty fucked up. Okay, I have one land. That's an auto for me. Okay. I have a Fable the Mirror Breaker on turn 3, which is a good sign. Maybe I should have kept that to discard with this. Turn 3 Fable. Don't negate. Don't negate. No, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that, sir. Please. Please.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Oh, hey, there's the master of pranks. That's goated. Dude, please do not negate again. Bro, don't do this to me, bro. You literally just have back-to-back-to-back negates, and you have a memory deluge. That's fucking broken. Going second versus a blue player feels so bad. I need to land here. I have to kill his Malcolm. And I have to play through a negate. Okay, his Malcolm's dead. Thank you, Lord. His Malcolm is super fucking dead. Well, I don't like the position we're in. Oracle of Moldiah? What the hell? That was cool. No, don't do that. I needed to get back my guy. You get a token with that? That's fucked. That is so fucked, bro. Is your last card a counter too? Stop bullying me. Sir. Sir, please stop bullying me. This isn't fun. No, why do you have an Uro Titan? Titans are not fair, bro. That's cheating. Bro, that's cheating.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
This is not great. Don't play Uro Titan. Give me a chance here, sir. Don't do this. Uro Titan's not fun or fair. It's so crazy to me how unfair Uro Titan is and how it's been banned. And for some reason they decided to make Flage, which is arguably a better Uro Titan surrounding the support that it's in and the colors it's in. It's like, I don't know who like made that design process, but I knew Flage was broken since like the release. And people are like, no, it's not that good. It's like, it's just broken. It's a Lightning Helix, which was already a good card. And then you also get to keep doing that over and over again. And there are ways to manipulate it. Like, how is that fair? It's a map. It's a map. It's a map. Get that shit out of here. Bristly Bill, you bitch boy. That was so cool, bro. Wow, that was such a great top deck for you, buddy. And I don't have the money to play this. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Because he can just animate his land or I would kill him. That's sad. Yeah, I'm not going to show him that I have a Chandra. I could technically remove his Uro, but because he has 2 animation lands, we're just cooked. It was unfortunate. Alright, we have a lot of things to be doing here. Okay, we're going full on aggro here. We're going all out aggro here, baby. I'm going to win via the Embercleave. Trust. The Embercleave is love. The Embercleave is life. His hand has an Embercleave. That's good enough for me. Oh, wow. I get to do something before my opponent just counters me to oblivion. That's really cool. The Urabask Forge is coming. Urabask Forge. He passes. We already know he's going to negate my shit because he's a broke boy. I know, you're going to negate it. I get it. I get it. You have a small cock. I understand. No way. You had the same card you had last game. Who would have thought, man? Not me. I wouldn't think that he would have a counterspell on too, because he did last time. Bristly Bill, fuck you. Fuck Bristly Bill, that's a broken card. Fuck a Bristly Bill, I'm just trying to beat the case. But I ain't beat that case, I just Ember Cleave in the face. That's how we roll, baby. What the hell does this do? Okay. Well, Ember Cleave do something for me. Emote him, make him think that it's okay to block here. Ember Cleave. Yes, sirski, brother. Yes, sirski. Beep. Beep. Yes, sir. We love that. We love a good Ember Cleave this time of year. See, you have a bunch of counter spells, but you don't have an Ember Cleave. This card's unfair. If you guys remember the standard meta where you could play Ember Cleave, then you understand. You understand. He doesn't know. You never negate this, brother. You never negate this. It's just the fable of the Kiki-Jiki. Kiki-Jiki, rise from the ashes, baby. Yes, sirski, brother. Kiki-Jiki time. We love a good Kiki-Jiki this time of year. This is probably my favorite card. Yeah. Take that damage. Take that damage, you cuckold. I'll do whatever I want to you. I'll equip my Embercleave to whoever I want. Malcolm, okay. Alright, next turn I'm just going to top deck some burn that I don't have in my deck. And it's just going to be GG's. If he has a one-sided AoE here, I might cry. He's not that guy, trust. Discarding a counterspell, awesome, I love that. No, stop targeting my Embercleave, don't hover over it, it's a fair card. You don't need to target it, sir. Do not target it. No, what the fuck, that's so broken. What? What the fuck? He actually just stole my Embercleave? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna have to fuck this guy up for that. That was some bullshit, man. Beep. Yeah. I love the fable of Kiki-Chiki. Yes, sirski, brother. Talk about it. Don't take my Embercleave in this house, buddy. Don't be doing that, man. Maybe I want to put in this Rekindling Phoenix. It's kind of a good card. For real, that's kind of a good card. His creatures are kind of weirdly set up. I don't know if I want this Thoughtseize on the draw. Maybe I do. It gets rid of a counterspell. This card is cool. I think I'd rather just have this guy. Because he's basically like the red Questing Beast. And Questing Beast goes burr. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. The way we win is we just draw Embercleave again. And also I'm going to Thoughtseize him turn 1 because I'm just that guy. I'm Himothy for a reason. How do I feel about Ginger Brute? Ginger Brute maybe just doesn't make any sense in this deck. It's just the fact he can counter everything. It's kind of gay. God, I want to put in Rakdos the Muscle. This card's so cool. I'm putting in Rakdos the Muscle. Fuck it. I'm that guy. This is my favorite card. I have to put it in. I know it's really bad to put in this matchup, but I'm that guy. I have to do it. Okay, so I have a turn 2 guy who makes a treasure into a turn 3 guy who makes a treasure and does things with treasure. I like that. Making treasures is fun and fair. Okay, he has a turn 1 mana dork. That's not fun nor fair.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bro, you can't be starting off with turn 1 mana dorks. That's not fair. Okay, he doesn't have a counter. We'd love to see it. No turn 2 counter. Yes. Yes. The dwarves are coming. The 7 dwarves are here, brother. Let's work. No, what's that? What the fuck is that? Why do you have a map? This isn't Dora the Explorer. Please, no, don't put down. Okay. Okay. You're not representing a counter spell. I can respect it. Yes. You have no creatures on the board. You don't have another 1 mana dork. That's not real. If you had an Avicine's Pilgrim, I would be so tilted. Yes. 1 treasure. 2 treasure. Treasure control. He already has 5 mana. Do I care about killing this? Probably not. I probably just care more about having treasures. Treasures are just kind of nice, because then my gold span just converts those into 2 mana piece. I wish Court of Calling was in this. Court of Calling is such a fun card. Dude, don't do me like that. Don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Bro. Don't be doing me like that, son. Now he's gonna get a treasure. That's so fucked. Oh, she's passing? Okay. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry. I'm just playing down my gold span. It's okay. Gold span can do what he does, okay? Okay? Just gonna remove that card. You don't need that card. That's my card. My card. I'm gonna get 2 treasures. Yes. Treasures are cool. I understand. Yes, that's fine. Your guy will be removed. This is okay. Yeah. Treasure control. Into the Chandra. If you don't have a counter, it's fine. I just have a Chandra. Chandra is kind of based. I understand. I am a based individual, and that is okay. Land. Urbat's Forge. A card I really like. Fuck. It's okay. We have Chandra control. We're going to top deck into Rakdos the Muscle, and I'm going to clap your cheeks, because it's a fun card. Lovestruck Beast? Okay, your deck makes no sense. I thought your deck was bonkers. Your deck makes... Oh, no. Okay, that's what we're doing. Gotcha.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I gotcha. I'm just going against a very homosexual individual, which I have no problem with, but I do have a problem with this specific individual. This guy's literally time warping to play down a Lovestruck Beast. That was ass. I don't know why you're doing that. Your deck makes no sense. You basically have no way to take advantage of the time warp, which I don't understand. So I need to hit a bonkers card. So we're going to do this first. I don't have a Surveil land because I'm kind of poor. Don't make fun of me. I'm going to use the ability. I'm going to get a broken card. Rakdos the Muscle off the top. Rip a Rakdos the Muscle for the boys. Okay, that's a good card. I'll play that. Continue for 1. That's fine. You're going to go in. Big Papa is here. Never fear. Never fear, Big Papa is here. I'm just gonna play down my Murderous Rider. He's not gonna murder anyone. He's just riding a horse and has the potential to murder people, which I may or may not do. Don't worry about it. This is fine. Just allow it to happen. Allow Goldspan to just win me the game, and then we can move on here. You can go time warp someone else. Miss me with that time warp shit, son. Okay, that's awesome. I love this card. This is a fun and fair card. Alright, I'm going to start off with a Chandra. And activate the ability. Don't worry about it. Nothing's happening here. You have no way to negate this. Okay. I'm going to decline. Didn't take 2 damage. Now I'm going to go for a Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler, Copter in this bitch. It's kind of a late Copter, but that's fine. You don't have a response to this. I just have Copter control. Don't worry about it. No? Sir? Fuck you doing? What the hell does that do? What the hell does that do? Why is this so busted? Why is this the most busted? Wait, I don't even know what pile I'm giving this guy. This is just absurd. Wow, I don't want to give this guy either pile because they're both just broke. And the next turn he can just bring back his Uro. The fact he can bring back his Uro is low-key a cuckold move. I'm not going to lie. It's actually just a high-key cuckold move. It's not even low-key. Why would you do that? Okay. I'm not giving you 5 cards. Why would I do that? You spent 5 mana to flash in a 5/5 flying. Which is like, I get it, but like, I don't. Holy shit. He's gonna map token kill my Chandra. Don't do me like that, son. Son, we need to have a talk. You can't be doing me like that. That was unfair. Don't do me like this. Okay? Okay, that's unfair too. I need to top deck Rakdos the Muscle. Rakdos the Muscle. Extinction Event. Does this kill his guy? That's 4. My guy's 3. Yes. Yes. I love this. This is very fun and fair. I'm a fun and fair individual. We like to have fun here, okay? We like to have fun. We're going to activate the ability. I have a treasure. Don't worry. Things are cool. We're cool, man. We're cool. It's just every time I've drawn this card, I've had the exact opposite of odd or even of what you had, and that's very cool. We're going to go Smuggler's Copter. I'm smuggling shit. I'm just a smuggler. Don't worry about it. I'm on my smuggling shit, son. Yep. Give me a banger. Give me a banger. Okay, into a Thoughtseize. Okay, that's okay. That's kind of legit. Kind of legit for what, eh? I'm going to remove your last card. Don't worry about it. What's your last card? Oh, it's a Null Drifter? Get that shit out of here. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, son. Alright, that was the Dirty Thoughtseize off the top. The Dirty Thoughtseize rip was hard. Now, do not revive your Uro. This is not going to be a fun or an enjoyable experience, okay? I get it. I get it. You're very, very, very flamboyant. I understand. Oh, hey, you get that dumb guy again. Fuck that guy. I need another random AoE that I don't have in my deck, please. Wait, the Smuggler's Copter is flying. I forgot. Flying. Yay. Fable of Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki. Believe in the Kiki, brother. Believe in the Kiki. Huh. Guess it doesn't matter whether I tap down this guy or that guy, so I might as well do this just to see if it's randomly better. My guy's just flying, don't worry about it. This could actually win me the game. If the top card of my deck is 3 or is more than 3, what are the chances of that? Yeah, that was too risky. If I top deck a Rakdos the Muscle here, we're so lit. I just need 3 DPS. Stop. Stop, don't do that. No. Calm down, sir. You're gaining too much life. I can't allow you to do that. I cannot allow you to come any closer. Top deck a Rankle. If I top deck a Rankle, you're cooked. The Rankle Rippers. Ripping the Rankle. This is the prophecy. The prophecy was foretold that I will rip the Rankle. Don't worry about it. I'm just that guy. I'm just that guy. Okay? I'm glad I didn't go with the Caustic Bronco. Yep. Tenacious Underdog. Is that good? No, I don't think it's good. I'm just smuggling shit. Stop. No, stop. I'm smuggling shit. Stop. Don't do that. No, stop. Stop. What the fuck you doing? That was bullshit. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Wait, I actually have a shot here? Okay. That's broken. That was broken. Why did you get rid of my smuggler's copter, bro? Stop smuggling my copter. I'm the one who's supposed to be a smuggler here. No. Dude, I was gonna get back my extinction event. No! Good game. Wow, that was really sad. I was actually gonna blow this guy's back out. I get out and back my extinction event. We're Exiler's Uro. I'm hitting him for 3. I'm hitting for more than 3. Yeah, that would have been absurd. I'll be right back. That was frustrating for sure. I had to turn on the air in here. It's way too hot. It's crazy it's raining, but it's still too hot. Do I feel like this mid-range deck is better than aggro? Probably. Maybe aggro is just better. I'm cool with this. Okay. Oh shit, my opponent has a loot tree? That's not fair. Bro. What the fuck is this hand? My opponent has a Grief and a Fury. Am I playing Modern? Holy shit. That is absurd. Why would you keep that hand? What? He literally top decked a counter? Actually just played around his exclude and he drew a counter anyway? That's gay. That's pretty good. Does he have a black mana? Oh, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe he'll try to grief me. Multiple choice, interesting. Okay. I'm beginning Fury and Grief is just really high roll.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
That's cool. My opponent's just top decking it all this late game stuff. I mean, and they have a Lutri. The fact you have Fury, Grief, and Lutri is so disgusting, dude. That's a sorcery, damn. We finally got his black. That's not cool. Dope, bro. Dope. You really are that guy. This guy's deck doesn't really make sense, but because he just has more powerful cards than me, he's just clapping our cheeks. That's so sad. The only creature in my deck was 0 power. The only creature that can't crew the Smuggler's Copter. That wasn't cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try a little strategy that I like to call close my eyes and hope we draw Embercleave, as that is the best possible scenario with this deck. I don't think this deck is bad. I think we've kind of had bad matchups, and the people we played against have just had slightly higher, just way high power level cards. The fact this guy has a Fury and a Grief, arguably the two best elementals, and also has a Lutri companion. Like, this guy had a free low draft. Lutri is so unfair, and I don't know why. If they're going to remove alchemy cards that were broken, like Grenzo, why are you not removing this, like, and Ragavan? Like, this just makes no sense. They're saying this is supposed to be the highest power level cube ever. Why is there just, like, certain cards like Ragavan, they're not in this, but then you just have Lutri? Which Lutri is arguably the most unenjoyable card to play with in Cube, because it just means that people who are offered a Lutri just get a free card without having any cost to their deck. Probably just the worst companion ever created. I think it was banned in like 2 days after release. Maybe it was banned instantly. I don't remember. Alright, close my eyes. Drawing Embercleave, please. There's no Embercleave in this hand, but I have a 2-drop. It's probably okay. Oh, cool. He has a better fetch than me. That's nice. Let's crack our fetches at the same time so we can, like, be cracked together. Hey, it's a card I can't play. That's cool. He respawns, cracks his fetch, gets a 1-mana spell that somehow counters what I do. Brother, if you cast a Fury or a Grief, I'm gonna be forced to call the judge on you. Young Peasy, that has nothing to do with your deck. How did Open end up? I ended up going 2-2. If you go back and watch it, I honestly had such like a bad seat in the draft. I started with the Writhing Chrysalis and I went Teamer. I started off 2-0, and unfortunately, I just saw no creatures. I ended up with 10 total creatures, and then we went against a person who had a Crabomination and an insane blue-black deck into another person with the same thing, where we just bricked back to back. It was really sad. And like, it's not like I was forcing Eldrazi. The packs that were opened overall, when we went back and looked back at it, they were just low power level packs in general. Like, if I tried to do something different, I would have ended up with even worse quality cards. It was honestly really sad because I feel like we did a review on it, and I'm highly confident that I did exactly what was the best thing to be doing. Yeah, it's kind of a fucked up proposition where it's like, okay, I'm in a pod where the packs open are just really low power level overall. Like, I was seeing good green and red cards and blue cards late for Eldrazi, so I know that I was in the correct seat, but there just weren't like any early game creatures that were opened at all. There were no like early game cards at all, and then I'm going against a person from a separate pod where black was just completely wide open for them, and they're just getting a Crabomination with like 15 artifacts, and I'm just like, okay, this is like better than a blue-black artifact deck I've ever had, and I'm 100 drafts in. That's cool. You got 3 and 1? Nice. Damn, it's so sad I can't use this Embercleave. It feels really bad because I've just bubbled every event in this format, and there's like no more to go to. And it's like I've done like almost 100 drafts, and I have a 73% win rate in this format, so I know like I've done really well. I just hadn't had very many opportunities to even play. And it's like if I look on the Magic Companion app, the closest RCQ, which is a low-level event, is over 100 miles away from me, which is honestly fucked, because back in the day, the store that's like 25 minutes away from me used to have like multiple people on the Pro Tour, and the drafts would consistently get like 30 plus people. Now there's not even a store within a 100-mile radius of me that consistently holds the same event on a weekly basis. So like there's this one place that does drafts, but they switch which set they're drafting from every single week. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go because I went there one time and they lied, and it was a store championship. They said it was the newest standard set. It was actually just Modern Horizons 2. And the only reason they did that was because the store owner wanted to sell old packs they couldn't get rid of. And it really irritated me because I drove like 40 minutes to get there. And they're like, yeah, sorry, we just didn't put it in on the app. It's like, okay, that's a really important thing to tell someone who's never fucking played Modern and knows what none of the cards are. Then they're like, yeah, so like, we vote on it at the end of the night. And I'm like, okay, is next week gonna be like the new set so I can like try to get competitive? They're like, no, everybody voted for Unfinity. Unfinity is literally one of the top 5 most hated sets of all time. The fact that these people voted to draft Unfinity when we were 2 weeks into Wilds of Eldraine and saying, we're burnt out of Wilds of Eldraine. Bro, it's fucking 2 weeks into the format. What about the people who are actually trying to be competitive? I'm like, all right, well, I won't be going back to that store, and that's the only place that I could play. And then every other store, it's like, all right, do you want to play in Commander Night? It's like, well, no, because to be honest, Commander isn't really fun if you are playing against random people. If I'm playing against friends, I'd be like, okay, like that's kind of a cool thing, but I don't want to just go against random people who just have $1,000 deck. Like, Commander just isn't fun to play against random people with, to me. Especially to a person who's trying to learn. I don't think it's very enjoyable at all. At least I have events. Here in EU, Paper Magic doesn't exist. Dude, I don't have events. That's what I'm telling you. I literally, the only places within a 100-mile radius of me, they only do Commander. And it's like, that's not even a competitive event. There are no competitive opportunities. I'm not saying that my situation is like worse than your situation. I'm just saying that it's really fucked. That like they've kind of killed the market for the local game stores to where it's like, okay, unless you live on California on the East Coast, there's basically like, they're like, yeah, go to your Friday Night Magic. It's like, okay, well, I don't live in California. I guess I just cannot do that. That kind of sucks. I've honestly always felt like living in a country in Europe playing card games is probably one of like the best things if you have money, because you can just travel to so many different countries within a small distance depending on where you live. So you're like open to like a lot of like grinding. I don't know about Magic specifically, but in Yu-Gi-Oh that was a big thing. Like I played Yu-Gi-Oh for 10 years, and if you lived in like a small country in Europe and you had the money to travel, people would just be traveling to these Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship series like every other weekend, and there's just so many events around them, and it was kind of broken. I was like, damn, I wish I could do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Gold spin. Gold spin in this bitch. Everybody getting rich. A fucking Earth tie. Fuck you, bitch. A double treasures to the moon. Go ahead and give myself a boon. Yes, sir. There's a reason they call me Beats by Ash. It's because I'm the freestyle jet. I don't know how I'm even still in the running to play against this guy. His deck is just so much better than mine. He has a Grief of Fury, and he has a Loot Tree. Dude, they just need to fucking remove Loot Tree. Like, it's just not fun to play against. Okay, so I guess I can do this. I probably attack him here. Gold span. Kiki Jiki to the skies, brother. To the skies. Kiki Jiki has entered play. Don't look at my token, man. Don't worry about it. It's just a fable of the Kiki Jiki. You don't need to respond. You don't need to respond. It's just a fable of the Kiki Jiki. There's no answers to this. It's just a very fun and fair card. And then let me top deck an Embercleave. That'd be really cool. I put the Embercleave in my deck. I think I'll stick to the same strategy in draft 2. White or green, May color. Feel most comfortable that way. To be honest, I think that the best thing to be doing in this format, from a person who has played almost 100 drafts and has a 73% win rate in draft, you should just be picking the most powerful cards in the first 3 to 4 picks, regardless of what color that is, and then from that point on, you can start deciding whatever is open. Because the format is so synergy based, you just need to be doing what's open, especially because of how many people. Like, this is a competitive draft, so you're going to have to fight for the colors that you actually want to be in. There's very little possibility of you just forcing. If anything, if you actually want to have a preference towards something, that preference should be towards black. Because black is the one that actually, like, the least amount of people are interested in. So if you, like, have a preference towards black and start with black, that's probably the best thing to do. Because green is slightly overdrafted, probably a lot overdrafted. Like, everyone's trying to play green. If you're starting green, it's probably because you started with a Writhing Chrysalis or, like, a rare that's green. If not, in, like, a high elo draft, I would much rather start with any other color. Because it's going to be heavily contested, and you're going to have a difficult time ending up with playables. Unless you're just in the correct seat. But I think that's just kind of a bad strategy if you want to win. Black is a support color. I don't think black really works, like, as good as a support color. If you, like, because the thing about the black deck is, a lot of the cards in it are very dependent on what synergies you have. Like, if you're trying to, like, get the most value out of the artifact synergies, you want to have a bunch of artifacts. So if you don't want to just have one refurbishment and no artifacts. Like, that's terrible. If you just, like, are in another color and you randomly just get removal, that's kind of good. But, like, if you open a Marionette Apprentice and also a Writhing Chrysalis, and there are a couple good black cards in the pack that could wheel, I would be interested in the Marionette Apprentice, because that's one of the most unfair cards in the set. Also, if you open up, what's that one card? The black rare, the Chthonian Nightmare. If I open a Chthonian Nightmare and into an Accursed Marauder, you're going to have a really hard time getting me off that. Like, honestly, you can just beat, if you end up with 2 Accursed Marauder alongside either a Chthonian Nightmare or an Essence Reliquary, you're not getting me off black. Like, you're just winning. That's just insane. You lost last open day too because you were Rakdos. I mean, you shouldn't be forcing anything. I'm just saying it's a big benefit. If you open good black cards versus good green cards, I feel very comfortable just starting with the strong black card. Now, the thing is, the difference between the good black cards and the bad black cards are a lot. The issue with black is, and why there's a risk associated with it, is because you got a few Rams. Well, Ram isn't the important card. Ram is okay. But ultimately, what's going to give you a good black deck is if you have, like, if you're going artifacts, I think Refurbished Familiar is the most important card. Also, Chthonian Nightmare. Also, Crabomination. Like, if you're playing black, in order to have a strong black deck, it's typically the higher rarity cards that are pulling me into black. But if I get to start with one of those cards, I'm feeling very strongly about it. The issue with black is that the black cards are trying to do different things. Like, some of the cards are artifact based. Some of them are graveyard/counter based. And those cards don't mix very well. And it's a high synergy set. So if you just have all those cards in the same deck, you're just at a strict disadvantage. So if you have like an artifact, if you have like a good black like controlling deck, but then you just have one refurbished familiar with no artifacts, that's ass. And if you have like cranial rams, but you have like no arcbound condor refurbished familiar, that's also ass. Like you need to have like a fully synergistic deck. And the issue with black is that black could be open, but then the good black cards could just not be opened in those packs. Because the difference between the good black cards and the bad black cards is so huge. Like black could be completely open, and then you're just only seeing medium black cards, and you lose the game. And that's really sucky. Rakdos needs to be full open to work. I mean, I would say that going Rakdos is probably the least likely. I think Rakdos might be the least likely configuration of black that I'm going to end up in. I think the most likely thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be like a mostly black deck, and then maybe a blue or maybe green. I think black-green is the most common one that you'll find yourself into. Like black-green graveyard is a really strong deck. In order for the black-red deck to work, you have to have a lot of things go right for you. But when it does, it's absurd. I mean, I lost to a person who had a black-red deck in the open. They also had a Crabomination, though. And Crabomination is just unfair. Crabomination is probably the best bomb in the set. A lot of people say that Guide of Soul is the best bomb. Crabomination is the best bomb. You activate the card, you automatically win. Guide of Souls, you might be able to respond. Like, the guy might not have the ideal hand to play it. He might not draw it turn 1. Because Crabomination is so high costed, by the time you draw it, it's probably just always live. And you resolve it one time, it's like, okay, 90% chance to win. You get all these free black cards, that revolve around the graveyard, and you just add it back or recur it, you just win again. Like, there's just no way to lose. And I went against, I think, 2 people who had a Crabomination back to back, which was really punishing. You love grindy decks? Yeah. I think that the deck that I have the highest win rate with is either Temur Eldrazi or Red-White Energy. Those are the 2 that I'm most likely to end up in. But most of the time I've been red-white. It's not because I wanted to go red-white. It's because I'm just seeing Conduit Goblins pick 6, and I just start getting past like 5 Goblins, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just doing this now. This cube is very interesting, but it's very difficult to tell like what is good. Because I feel like each deck has like a counter to it, which is very frustrating. People keep telling me that the aggro is the best in this cube, and I've just not had a good aggro deck. Like, I've had a good aggro deck, but then I just didn't curve out and someone killed me. I think the best thing to be doing in this format is playing red-blue spells. I think that's just by far the most broken thing. Number 1, it's the deck that gives you the highest advantage for getting a loot tree. Number 2, blue just got the most powerful cards from this edition of the cube. They got Counterspell, they got Mana Drain, they have so many 2-mana counters. They already had Torrential Gearhulk, Magma Opus, they got the new Tameo. There's just so many win conditions for blue, and I think blue-red is just the best deck. But some people keep saying that it's that mono white is the best deck, and I'm like, how? Mono white is ass. This is fucked. All right, give me a red source, please. Red source, please. I want to fable the Kiki Cheeky. No, he has a tiny bone. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. No. Where's my red source?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Where's my red source? Bran? No. Okay, give me a red. Okay, I'm just fucked. I mean, my deck, I can't survive if I go down to 5. Like, it's just not real. My opponent just goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Game 2. I don't know why, but like I've had really bad luck in this. I'm so sad that they're just pushing Modern Horizons 3 out because it's the set I've had the most fun with on Arena because the shuffler is so fucked, but the fact that Modern Horizons 3's fixing is so absurd, it makes it to where it's very unlikely that you lose just to the hand shuffler, and that's what I like most about it. That's also why I like that there's the most lands ever in this cube. Dude, why do I keep just having these auto mull hands back to back? Okay, I guess I have to keep this. I put back my Rankle, I guess. So if I go into Magda turn 2, if I don't draw a land, I can go turn 3, Smuggler's Copter, and then I can tap this, and then I can crew and get a treasure, which is kind of good. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Tiny Bones, bitch. Smuggler's Copter. Smuggling the Copter, smuggling the Copter. For me, Tiny Bones has been ass. I don't think this is a good card. More often than not, it's just a 1/1 Death Touch. Oh, he's Najani. Fuck me. Fuck me. I'm playing Modern Horizons 3. My opponent just opened a Johnny. That's awesome. Alright, we need an extinction event here. Alright, we don't get a land. That's cool. Love that. Bro, you have 0 mana. You can't counter. Yeah, you like this combo, don't you? Yeah, you like that combo a lot, I bet. Alright, give me a land here off this Copter. Bro, do not have the flare. He's a Solitude. What the fuck? That's so bullshit, bro. Oh my gosh. Why am I just going against back-to-back people who have elementals? The first guy had Grief Fury. This guy has Solitude. This is not very fun. Alright, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. That wasn't cool at all. Can I draw a fucking land, please? My deck has 17 lands in an MDFC. What is happening? Oh, cool. My opponent just makes sure I'm stuck on 2 lands for the remainder of the game. That's fun. Hey, I'm still stuck on 2 lands. Go to. I want to like this cube so much. The auto shuffler just gives me so many reasons not to, though. That's completely bonkers. Okay. Bro, why would you add back a... Oh my gosh, dude. I just lost 2 non-games because I just got straight up mulligan cucked. This guy just straight up misplayed. He should have added back his tiny bones. I'm stuck on 2 lands. You could have gotten back one of my cards for no reason. Like, what? People have this, like... People just have this addiction to this Sorin. It's so bad. This is not a good card. You're never going to be able to use this. And he has an Aquazos. That's goated. I love that, man. Oh no, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I'm at 5. Shit. Wow, this deck is not good. I don't know if I'm going to play this cube anymore. This cube is just really frustrating. Wow, this is my first time going 0-3 in a long time. It's kind of a cool card. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for me. It was fun doing the Arena Open. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always,